So here it mentions that Dinah must drive at a speed of at least 60 miles an hour and at most 70 miles an hour. In other words, her speed is between 60 miles per hour and 70 miles per hour. Based on the information, what's the possible amount of time in hours that it could take Dinah to drive 420 miles? Now, I really like what I refer to as the dirt triangle. It relates distance, rate, and time. So distance equals rate times time, because rate and time are on the same level down here. Rate is equal to distance over time, and time is distance over rate, which basically just means we're rearranging the variables. And you could obviously just know this one equation and isolate r and t to get the other two, but I just think that that triangle is pretty useful. Now, speed is synonymous with rate. Velocity has a different component to it. Velocity is both speed and direction. However, speed and rate for our purposes are essentially synonyms. So if we're talking about rate, which is distance over time, and they give you the distance of 420 miles, we can replace speed with distance over time and try to figure out what time could possibly occur so that she's able to drive these 420 miles, or what time would it take to do so. Now, here's an interesting maneuver that you don't really see every day. So I would definitely put these over 1, because if we have a fraction in the middle here, we might as well make it so that they're all fractions. And something you're able to do is actually flip everything. In other words, do the reciprocal of everything. What you're going to find is in doing so, it kind of messes up with the inequality symbols, but we'll deal with that in a moment. But now it's clear that to get t by itself, I just multiply everything by 420. Now, initially when t was in the denominator, it was a little tricky. What are you going to do to get t by itself? You don't want to multiply everything by t, that just spreads it everywhere. So by flipping everything, we've gotten t on top, and now we can say, okay, we're going to multiply everything by 420. So that gets t by itself, and now we can go to our calculator and we see that we have 420 divided by 60, which gives us 7, and then we'll do 420 divided by 70, which gives us 6. So we know that we have 7 and 6 here. Now, normally what you're supposed to have is the smaller number on the left side. Like I said, by doing the reciprocal like we did, it kind of flipped things, but you would be able to understand that, okay, it's between 6 and 7 or 7 and 6. And this is one of those crazy questions on the SAT where you could have any of, honestly, a ton of different options. You could put 6 as your answer and it'd be correct. You could put 7 as your answer. You could put 6.5. You could put 6.1. You could put 6.02. You could put anything that is between 6 and 7. They're not infinite, right? Because we only have 5 characters, but there's a ton. I don't even know how they're doing it so that the system recognizes all these different options that would still satisfy the equation. So take your pick. That being said, I would pick a safe bet. I'd pick either 6, 6.5, 7, just in case the system has an issue that day.